using your post-credits twerking in the next episode's pre-credits previously on, just to really make sure meme culture got sick of it as quickly as possible.
Is this OLED or QLED?
It says right on the box that it's just plain old regular LED. So the sin, of course, is not reading. Parking your getaway van directly under the only streetlight in view so security cameras can get a better quality image of the would-be burglars. Why not park it over here where it's darker? I know you've got to walk further, but hey, even criminals shouldn't skip leg day.
Time to ribbit and rip it!
Roll catchphrase commercials. Also, what exactly was the plan here if the suit didn't malfunction? To fly high in the air away from the bad guys and then land 50 feet away, I guess?
And you guessed it, I have third-degree burns all over my legs.
No, you have third-degree burns on the lower half of your legs. Your thighs, unfortunately, appear to be unharmed. If both of his legs are injured to the point that he shouldn't have weight on them, wouldn't that be a wheelchair situation and not a crutch situation? Show doesn't know how to ambulatory correctly.
I suggest that you try to come to an agreement with Mr. Jacobson so then a filing would not be necessary.
Except Jen wouldn't be negotiating directly with Mr. Jacobson. She should be negotiating with his attorney. A flaw I believe we already seen back in episode 6 where Mr. Immortal's ex-wives were settling without their own legal representation present. So here's 10 sins for bungling law yet again, and only 4 minutes into the episode. New record!
I've never made a defective suit in all my life. My work is impeccable.
Never is a pretty strong statement, dude. Everyone makes mistakes. You might not have in this instance, but I'm sure you've aired in at least one suit throughout your career. You know what they say about pride and falls, right? It's a sin.
She-Hulk will never get another suit by Luke Jacobson ever again?
Not since Drake Ramore inherited the brain of Jessica Lockhart have I seen such a well-acted scene that ended in the words ever again. Double Janet Jacksoning your fashion dummy without explicit consent.
Mr. Jacobson, I see you are presently without counsel. Are you representing yourself?
If Mr. Jacobson was representing himself, that would have been made clear in a filing with the judge before this hearing ever began. But of course, the show wants to set up a dramatic reveal as if we'd excuse more shoddy legal writing for such a thing.
Then where is your counsel?
Oh, he's late. Not for any good reason, really, other than he wanted to make a big entrance, because apparently he was on his own show a while back on Netflix. Those Netflix big shots, they like to make an entrance, you know. Also, inadvertently making Iron Fist MCU canon.
I'd like to ask that the opposing counsel's motion to compel production of the defendant's client list be rejected, as it's not relevant to the litigation.
Who's this asshole?
Calling an attorney an asshole for displaying a superior knowledge of law compared to what you've demonstrated up until this point.
Yeah, it's a gross invasion of people's privacy based on a very shaky what if.
Jeffrey Wright isn't narrating me in this scene.
May I remind you that the Sokovia Accords have been repealed?
No, you may not. In fact, you're not allowed to ever mention the Sokovia Accords again. We're all tired of it. Thanks for asking. Also, the Sokovia Accords were an international agreement among 117 nations placing direct control of the Avengers under a United Nations body. Nothing in the Accords pertained to public identities of superheroes and would hardly be relevant in a local warranty case in Los Angeles. But hey, Marvel's gotta Marvel, I guess.
Yes, we can all tell he's lying, Mr. Murdoch.
Making an immediate judgment based on a we can all tell what's going on here assumption, instead of, you know, due process.
An appletini? Cute.
Scene does not include a Dr. John Dorian also ordering an appletini at the bar.
Mind if I join you?
Sure.
Sure? As in you do mind? Doesn't this mean he should just stay put? Why do people always answer this question wrong?
Luke Jacobson made a couple of new suits for me, so I owed him one.
Doesn't really look like it.
It's a low blow insulting a blind man's clothes.
Okay, these two are fire together. I want more of this. I want all of this. I stand She-Devil or Dare-Hulk. Whatever, take your sin off so we can move on.
His dad is a very important client, so he is a very important client.
Nepo babies, or the entire Nepo baby discourse. Take your pick.
And She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
That works for you because the public doesn't know your identity. If Matt Murdock can't help a client, Daredevil can, and none of it strays back to you. Everyone knows Jen is She-Hulk, so if she uses violence to help a client, it just backfire on them in court.
We're all feeling this, right? It's not just me.
Sure, but I'm more concerned that you haven't touched that appletini yet, which honestly makes you a teeny bit of an asshole.
Oh, you remember Todd, that gross tech bro with the She-Hulk fetish?
Yes, you previously oned him to us just 11 minutes ago, which you should remember since you were there. Kool-Aid manning the fourth wall is normal.
I mean, you gotta see it, right? So here it is. Check this out.
Actually, what I'd rather check out is the process your thumbs went through on that phone to open up the picture. Can we replay that? Why is he using both thumbs like he's texting when he's opening a picture? Wearing your high heels on a couch. Actually, wearing your high heels even 1 microsecond longer than necessary. How How is this your first move? The person you're trying to save is in this vehicle currently suffering from whiplash you just caused.
My ass remains unwhooped.
Okay, one more sin removal for Charlie Cox, but this is the last time. I mean it. Throwing cars at people.
Whoa, Jen.
Even with his hearing damaged in season 3, Matt put up a better fight than this. But Jen lifts him up and he's unmasked like that? Damn, that's some Disney neutering right there. Hope Daredevil Reborn isn't like this. Also, why is Jen immediately transforming back just because she knows it's Matt now? He could still be dangerous and there's no reason not to stay Hulk. Well, no non-budgetary reason.
But I assume the guy dressed as the devil was the bad one.
That's Satanist.
Oh, crap. I'll go leave a note.
Saying what? Hey, She-Hulk here. Sorry for wrecking your private property. Do you have the money to pay for a destroyed sports car and repaving a garage and lot? Is your law firm going to pay for it? Show writes this off as a joke, but there's some serious legal questions here going unanswered.
Subtle.
I know, right? You are talking about the blatant and clunky promotion QR coding that these shows continue to do, correct?
Can't believe this dodo has henchmen.
He's a frog, not a dodo, Jen. And you can't just make up animals. What's your next fake creature going to be named? A puma? A walrus? Now stop talking and go back to smashing private. That's an order. Smashing privates.
Can I hear their heartbeats?
You can hear their heartbeats? Come on, that's a little far-fetched.
Jen Walters would be excellent at TVSins. Actually, no, she wouldn't. That would be a boring sin. Make a pun or something. I got it. Tell him you didn't realize he was hard of hearing. Never mind. Maybe your way was better.
Yeah, good thing She-Hulk is indestructible, Matthew.
All the more reason it's ridiculous that you are still standing here as Jen. Is that guy using a mini crossbow? How is that even frog themed? Why don't these goons have guns like Matt said they would? Can I ask whose idea it was to design these hallways with dim blue lighting? Was it the action coordinator wanting to be able to hide the seams in the action? I bet it was.
She-Hulk smash.
Depriving your audience of more Daredevil hand-to-hand combat in favor of a horrible catchphrase from Jen. Did the writers even watch any of the Netflix show? It's even on Disney Plus now.
Whoa, hey, that's vintage!
No, Jen grabbed the Leapfrogger game, which is clearly your custom knockoff. The Frogger arcade unit, which actually is vintage, remains intact.
Temporary sanity is murky, but it's not a bad strategy.
I angle this more as a form of traumatic expression due to undiagnosed PTSD.
Playing Daredevil's advocate.
It's sad that you thought that would work.
It's even sadder that he went for the shoulder, aka the sturdiest blocking muscle in the body. Earlier in the electronic supply store parking lot, you fell from at least twice this height and were fine. Why did this specific fall destroy you? Is it because the episode's almost over and the writers needed the story to wrap up? I bet it was.
You'll make my gala dress?
Yes, of course, I'm not a monster. Try not to get too bloated between now and then.
You know what is monstrous? Body shaming. And aren't all of her clothes designed to stretch for transformation? Why would a little bloating even matter?
Thanks for your help with all this.
Thanks for your help.
Ego flirting. You cannot tell me there's not at least some paparazzi outside of Jen's house at all hours to get pictures of She-Hulk. This is LA, and Daredevil thinks it's cool to just walk in wearing his costume? Come on, this would be photographed and on social media before mourning. Before morning. Does anyone else ever wonder, what if the MCU had been meant for grown adults with rated R movies and TVMA shows? He asks right now, at this moment, for no particular reason.
It's weird you guys are still here.
Hold on, let me just take a roll call of everyone who laughed at this bit. Bueller.
Seriously, what is this scene? This episode already came to a very satisfying conclusion. Trust me.
Shaming your episode for wanting its conclusion to come twice.
Is next episode the finale?
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, Jen. Then we can go back to sitting something more fun, like Mando.
Ooh, there's another Hulk, but this one's red.
Reminding me that we haven't gotten to see General Thunderbolt Ross's Rolk yet. Oh no, Marvel, you will not be getting away with these Wolverine teases without delivering soon. And now I need to see him transform his adamantium claws into makeup utensils, so you've really painted yourself into a corner now, and it's kind of your own fault.
This year's Female Lawyer of the Year award goes to Jennifer She-Hulk Walters.
Let's go!
Tara Hunter. Alice Chen.
Nice fake out, but aside from manufacturing a surprise, what reason is this MC putting such an emphasis on the first name he reads and leaving that huge space before announcing the second name? And what order are they even being announced in? Descending height?
Do you want to see who She-Hulk really is?
Oh, my identity is not a secret. This is busted.
This is the truth, presented by Intelligentsia.
Sure was nice of Intelligentsia to build in that 7-second pause in the video for She-Hulk to comment and get in a microphone joke. Very considerate.
Don't do it, Jen.
That's it? That was Intelligentsia's plan to ruin the reputation of She-Hulk? Show the world that she's an adult who engages in consensual sex with other adults? I mean, a mortifying invasion of privacy, sure. I'm not downplaying the psychological damage it could do to Jen as a person, but this was supposed to be a big, scary intelligence organization, right? Wouldn't video of Jen destroying that parking lot be more publicly damaging to leak? Oh, no! Wait, how did the specialized military squad get here so fast? Jen just smashed those screens. And they geared up, traveled across LA, and arrived here in the minute since she did that. What do they have, frog jets in their gear? Jen losing control and hulking out in rage is actually a fascinating concept I can't wait to explore. I'm super glad we have lots of time to dig into this, and they didn't wait until the penultimate episode to address it.
They loved him up and turned him into a horny toad.
I want to see the super suit that Luke made you.
Where's my super suit?
I have been retained by a client who suffered serious injuries due to a dysfunctional suit that you sold him. Now nothing has been filed, so I think we can come to some agreement.
How dare you?
I used to design for gods.
I love Wakanda. You know, I actually studied abroad there.
Really?
Wakanda forever! Don't ever do that again.
Go, call the police.
Green?
What do you want?
I just wanted to get your name. I didn't want your trouble.
Look, I don't like being followed, so don't.
Doesn't it feel like this episode should be over?
Hello?
What's it like being a female lawyer?
Oh, it's infantilizing bollocks. It's a subsection of success.